Good morning, Minnesota, and good morning, world. This is Christopher Seymore, the founder of African American Self-Reparations, down here at the office today. I want to present a few things to you, but I want you to know first off that African American Self-Reparations is here in Minnesota, originally founded in Seattle, Washington. And so we are partnering with, or they're partnering with us, the Collider, Rochester, Minnesota. The address will be in the post. I'm going to take you to the sound room or the quiet room or the podcast room, all of those things, and present to you what African American self-reparations is and its history. In the dynamic landscape of American leadership, I have emerged, myself, Chris, as a passionate force committed to reshaping the destiny of African American community and our nation. At the core of this transformative initiative lies the African American Self-Reparations think tank, where I am today. We are dedicated to systematically addressing historical injustices. This think tank is an intellectual engine propelling my vision for empowering African Americans economically, educationally, and culturally. We have a $21.3 billion initiative that we're seeking government investment on, empowering our generations. The think tank takes a multi-generational approach, breaking the cycle of systematic disparities and focusing on sustainable success for the future of African American generations. At the core of this is the leadership of life-changing outreach programs and services. I will be putting this link here so you can take a look at all the links. We have notable programs, educational empowerment programs, entrepreneurship development initiatives, and sustainable business initiatives. Again, all these links will be provided for you in this post. The chief mechanism is multiplying positive place values. What this is African American self-reparations game theory. In addition to these initiatives, I am proud to introduce MPPV, a movement aimed at instilling positive place values and fostering a sense of community. It's not just about arithmetic. It's about multiplying positivity, respect, and empathy in every corner of our society. The vision. At the core of my vision is a future where African Americans are the architects of our own destiny, a multifaceted approach that paints a comprehensive picture of a leader committed to lasting change. I am dedicated to rewriting the narrative of empowering our communities, building a future where every African American has the tools to thrive. So I want you to keep paying attention to these messages. Again, this is Chris Seymore, and I am down here at our office. This is the Office of African American Self-Reparations. Again, partnering with the Collider, African Development Hub, Retained Growth and Diversity Organization, SCORE, the Black Entrepreneurship Team, America's SBC, DC of Minnesota, and the Southeast Minnesota Capital Fund. This is where the office will be located. I'm going to be looking for board memberships. You will be seeing more and more information popping up. But what I want most is for African Americans to pay attention. There are empowered Black men doing what we are supposed to do. And I need other empowered Black people to do the same thing. This is not just about African Americans. It's about poverty in the United States of America. So come on down to the office. There's food, snacks, networking, and we can do this together. We're located here in Rochester, Minnesota. Today, there's a marathon going on, a 5K, and then tomorrow a whole marathon. Rochester has a lot to offer. Hello, Miss Khalees. So again, this is Christopher Seymore, the founder of African American Self-Reparations think tank. This is a national initiative, large initiative. We're not just trying to conquer the small problems where we have to beg for something. We can reparate ourselves. And I think it's time that we do this. I'm going to give you a little more information. The links that I'm going to be providing, my information is kept at a blog post for African American Self-Reparation equals life-changing outreach programs and services. And what I want you to know, our biggest initiative is called the future, the treaty, the cabinet, the funding, the U.S. government's good faith investment in African American self-reparations. Yes, we still want reparations from our government for the things that have been done to us. I'll do a little reading here. In my capacity as founder of the African American Self-Reparations think tank, I find myself standing at the crossroads of history, a moment where the pursuit of justice, equality, and societal healing converges with a visionary initiative. The African American Self-Reparations Initiative, this initiative embodies unity, reconciliation, empowerment, and offering a chance for collective healing. Today, I am earnestly imploring the U.S. government to look at me, look at this initiative, take and make a historic investment of $21.3 billion in good faith, signifying their personal partnership in recognizing the urgent and imperative need for African American self-reparations. We need this, and we need to be able to do this for ourselves, by ourselves. This is not a political initiative. It's not a Democratic nor Republican initiative. This started in the streets of Minnesota, where I was raised, born in Chicago, and brought up also in Mississippi. We say Chicago by way of Mississippi. So again, thank you for taking the time out this morning to listen to the initiatives of African American self-reparations. I'm going to go down here a little bit. We have urban and rural balance. The partnership strikes a balance between the urban and rural living, with urban areas reflecting higher populations. So what this is about is we need land and lots of it. Approximately at the start of this initiative, 1,556 square miles of land in our urban areas and roughly 42 million acres. And then projections, land preservation, legal frameworks, government collaborations, community stewardship, and public awareness. I'm going to need your help. That's why I'm going live this morning. About the treaty that African American Self-Reparations is looking to strike. This visionary treaty is a narrative that transcends division, creating a partnership that incorporates the African American Self-Reparations Initiative. Central to this treaty is the African American Self-Reparations Fund. That's that $21.3 billion I'm talking about. A financial institution created to finance initiatives rectifying economic disparities. The U.S. government, we are asking you to commit to donating 1% of all income tax revenues collected from African American citizens to this fund based on our census data. This is something that we can do. The development of a cabinet is something that needs to happen. Towards justice and equality, establishing the African American Self-Reparations Cabinet. The history of African Americans in the United States is marked by resilience, strength, perseverance against centuries of oppression. We need this cabinet. The initiative addresses historical injustices, fosters economic empowerment, and promotes civic engagement. By establishing this cabinet and allowing African American citizens to donate their own 1% of their income, with matching from the government, we take a significant step towards addressing historical injustices. Funding. The impact will be great. Total African American population is approximately 44.37 million based on the last 2020 census. Working age African Americans, 26.62 million. Average income, 40,000. Donation rate, if African Americans voluntarily choose to donate 1% of their income via taxes, total donations annually could be up to $10.65 billion a year. We can do our collective bargaining with this kind of empowerment. But we have two scenarios going on I want you to look at. Scenario number one. 150 million taxpayers with 1% donation should equal to approximately 900 million annually. Even if at 50% of that, we should still garner $45 billion annually for building of things, y'all. We could build what needs to be built and done. I want you to look at the mathematical models of this. Again, it's game theory. It's something you will have to read on. Again, the links will be provided for you. But this is something that can actually be done. My name is Christopher Seymore. I want you to contact me through these links. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in a little bit. But for those who have just joined, I want you to know there's an African American self-reparations think tank in Rochester, Minnesota, founded by Chris and family members across this nation. Family members, thank you so much for striving with me to get this done. Y'all come check us out. 6th floor of the Rochester Business Center, Rochester, Minnesota. Bye-bye.